What's up, guys? Toxicon again with
Giant Lion.
and bringing you part 2 of our Advanced Warfare Wishlist. If you guys haven't watched part 1, as if you're watching this video and you know how to use the internet, I hope you can count. And part 1 would come before part 2.
Just watch part 1.
So go watch that.
And then come back to this.
Yeah.
But don't repeat after you come back to this.
You can do whatever you want. It's the internet. But I recommend going back to part 1 and watching that. So where we left off was I said goodbye, and because we ended on the Advanced Warfare and audio note,
yeah.
And we have these ideas, we'll call them, for lack of a better term, and they're not original. They're not. Some of them are original ideas, but a lot of them are resurrections from old games.
Yes.
That
yes and no.
You should bring back, as in you, I mean Sledgehammer Gaming Company.
Yeah.
And so we may as well hop right into it. Now, the wager matches, and we'll call them secondary game modes, like on Black Ops 1, the wager matches were the gun game, sharpshooter, sticks and stones, and one in the chamber. And they brought them back on Black Ops 2, but they weren't wager matches. They were the same thing. They were called party games.
They were swag-tastic.
For lack of a better term, yes. Wait.
Bless you.
Bless you, Ralph.
Bless you
again.
Stop sneezing.
That was Ralph. You don't know him. He's in the background.
That's my brother.
Yeah. Dang it, Ralph. Now I lost my train of thought.
Wager matches.
Wager matches. Yes. That was fun. I like gambling away my hard-earned COD points.
I don't. That's why I don't do wager matches.
All to nothing. But on Black Ops 2, you didn't have any points to spend. I thought it was cool. They had the poor people class, the anti-up to the high roller class, and that was a good
It'd
system.
be like, yo, I'm gonna put down 200 COD points, and then high roller, it's like 1 million COD points, and it's like it's all on the line, and then you get down to like 200 COD points.
These are like the 12-year-olds are like, I know what I'm doing, and then they lost. We'll move on to the sniping, and Tiger's got more experience in this. We talked about this earlier in the video, but this is a little different. This is, I guess, a theory of mine or an idea that what they should do. Now, the two, arguably, or I guess that would be the correct word there, MW2 and Black Ops 2, they were really good for quickscoping.
I love them.
Yeah, see, he's a quickscoper, and not me. You guys can tell from the past footage. And they were the best quickscoping games. Now, in real life, I know this is an arcade-style shooter, as in Call of Duty in general. You're not going to be running around with a Barrett 50 cal, look down the scope for a half a second, pull the trigger, and you're going to shoot someone. In real life, you would either drop the gun from exhaustion sprinting around 200 yards, or the recoil, as you pull the trigger, the scope would hit your head. You'd have a migraine for the rest of the game, and you'd have to sit. Now, I'm a little too much of a realist in that situation.
I could imagine that. Just like people sitting on the side of the map in Call of Duty.
With like an ice pack to their forehead.
Add that. Add that. That's the only death streak. Just do that now.
Just the ice pack. You don't feel headshots. Just keep going. Like a crackhead. Sorry for anyone with drug problems.
Everyone's welcome to it.
It's not your fault. Actually, it's completely your fault. Don't be an idiot, kids. So yeah, the sniping. If you had... I'm probably jumping around here, but if you had public matches, the regular team deathmatch, regular free-for-all, CTF, domination, I'm not sure if you guys want to bring back Blitz, but whatever you guys do in that.
Don't bring Blitz back.
The regular gun games, we'll call them. Not gun game, regular gun games. Like, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got really great. Then, disregard that, but saying a lot because I recorded this part like 3 times. We'll put that at the end. I think my computer's possessed, but dang it. We're tired.
Okay, yeah. Sniper matches.
So, have sniper only game. I'll put it in a nutshell. Sniper only game for quickscopers, free for all. Throw whatever you want in there. Satisfy the snipers and throw whatever, and then keep the red gun games. Put like the ghost style sniping where you gotta actually be in the scope and looking at your target to shoot. Don't pull like the Battlefield bullet drop thing. You're not Battlefield, you're Call of Duty. It's arcade style shooting.
Yeah, you're Advanced Warfare. You're so advanced that your bullets don't drop.
Yeah, like supersonic bullets.
I think that's a thing actually.
Yeah, well, they have subsonic bullets and honey badger.
And supersonic.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides the point.
The theater mode, you guys could. We're not asking for like a professional grade, editor here.
But better than YouTube editing.
Yeah.
We
We don't want the.
The shakiness.
Yeah, we don't want the seizure.
But YouTube, we love you, because I know this is going on YouTube.
Yeah. And if anyone steals this video, I will find you and I will ask you nicely to take it down. But, so just something you can throw a little montage together, like not even a montage for these people who just want to record like a cool regular gun game.
Yeah, like
cool.
Say you just got like
you went 40 and two in it,
or you had like a flawless free-for-all game.
Yeah.
I would say for that.
Just some like add some slow motion, some speeding up, maybe some cool transitions, like cutting and pasting your clips back and forth. Just regular basic editing stuff, you know.
And not to go back to like sniping, but like there's ground war. Everyone knows ground war, and it's what is it, 9 against 9? I think, because on 360 ground war is not a thing for ghosts. I can't remember, but do like a sniper game mode where it's like 9 versus 9, and how there's like different game modes like team deathmatch, kill confirmed, domination. That'd be smart.
Yeah, like how they have the core, the hardcore. Put in like something, you don't have to call it sniper, but something sniper related.
Yeah.
The guns in DLC, that was a cool thing. Don't get too carried away with it when you got a whole nother set of guns in the DLC. Just keep it simple. One gun and get a DLC. Maybe like 2 guns, like the Maverick thing. That was a decent idea.
Or just do like do 5 DLCs. 4 of them are map packs, and 1's strictly gun DLC.
Doesn't even have to be just guns. It could be just weapons, like
yeah,
maybe like a cool grenade or a cool shield. That'd be a little overpowered, probably. They'd have to find a way to balance that one.
Well, there's armor in Advanced Warfare, I believe. The exoskeletons. Add some cool exoskeletons.
Yeah. We'll move in to the darker side. Yeah. The west side of town.
The west side is always dark. Wait, that sounds like gang territory or stuff.
Like the sun sets in the west or down? The sun's in the west at one point. We'll just call it the darker side for now.
I think that's like some Shakespeare stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. That's science, Tiger. Simple science. I'll let Tiger take the whole death streak thing.
Death streaks. Don't do martyrdom or dead man's hand. Or what's that? Oh yeah, painkiller. How can you forget about that?
Yeah, cocaine. Don't put that in the game.
Yeah, like you just take bullets like it's nothing, and you have like 8 seconds of it, right? Who wants that? Noobs want that. Don't promote being a noob.
Yeah, you're encouraging bad gameplay here.
If you put death streaks in the game, put good ones that help everyone, like Juiced. You get like 7 seconds of running faster. Or there's one where you can see the last enemy who killed you, and they're like a red dot with like a skull over them, and that's useful.
If you're that much of a revenge-deprived psycho, yeah. But
hey, me.
Apologies about just getting as many kills as you want. Overlapping score streaks can be a good or a bad thing. For the sake of this video, we're just gonna call it a bad thing. It can be a good thing, but nobody wants, and excluding the MLG guys, or the really good guys, the not toxic ions.
Them crazy dudes.
We don't want 2 swarms a game. We don't want 2, what they call
it? 2 warhogs.
Yeah, 2, like these mass murder ones, like the genocide game modes. We don't want 2 of these, or
and
more than 2.
And
don't want 1 to begin with, but it's gotta happen.
If you add like a big kill streak, like a tactical nuke, a Moab, or a KEM strike as examples, make it so it doesn't end the game. Like a chem strike doesn't end the game, a Moab doesn't end the game, a tactical nuke ends the game. I could be playing purely the objective. My team's up 100 points, domination on Modern Warfare 2, and there's just one guy on the enemy team and all he does is slay. Well, next thing you know, he has a tactical nuke and the game's over, and he wasn't even playing the objective. To win an objective game mode, you should have to play the objective.
Yeah. that would move into, well, that doesn't move in per se to bias guns, but that's the next one on the list, so we're gonna go into it anyway. Bias guns, by that we mean overpowered guns, and Call of Duty's been filled with them. Usually they fix them. Ghost did, and I'm gonna pick on the M27 IAR, and it's a killer. It's a laser gun. It's a cannon, and
it's insane.
It's not. I don't want to say it's not fair, because it does have its downfalls, but it's.
Oh my gosh,
it's not fair.
Yeah.
Just because you put a, I don't know the exact stats here, but a slow rate of fire on it doesn't mean it's not gonna kill people. And it's a gun, it's supposed to kill people, but that thing, you look at someone instead. When I did the numbers, I didn't look exactly at the M27 because I didn't think I would be doing this part. But
yeah, it's so overpowered. You look at someone with an M27 and you're dead. They haven't even pulled the trigger yet and you're dead. That's how powerful it is.
The bullets don't even have to come out. It's just you're dead.
You're gone. You see it and you're crying.
And Tiger's got this really good formula theory.
Yeah.
And before it gets to that, because we're gonna end the video on that. The campaign, and before I started playing online back when I played on the Wii. You know,
bringing it way back to that $100 game system.
I always played the campaigns, and I enjoyed it. Obviously, I was like 8, and I didn't know what online was, so I enjoyed the campaigns. And I remember I played the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, the MW3 campaign, the Black Ops 1 campaign. I didn't play the World at War campaign. I played everything from MW2 up, except I did everything. And I enjoyed most of them, and I had a feeble 8-year-old mind, and I didn't know what I liked then. So, and I don't mean that in the way some people might think. But when Black Ops 2 came out, that was a game changer, and no pun intended because it is a game. But it's well written, and that's coming from, I'm not like Shakespeare, but I do write, and I do stuff with writing. And it was just a well-written game. It was not so much written, even. I mean, it had a good storyline, but you had control over that game, and you had power, really. And you got to choose what happened and how the story mode went. I mean, you weren't like a overseeing god, and you could like move these people around like pawns, but you had some part in it. It was more realistic, really.
What was that game mode called? There was like a specific game mode in the campaign, like special missions. We actually control a team.
Yeah. That was cool, but I didn't play them usually. I know what you're talking about.
And then
I mean the cool part was that actually did help you in the campaign on the main story.
Yeah, it did.
Because I remember one specifically. I think it was the only one I did. I don't want to say chick. That's a little sexist. But the girl Karma, or the woman, I guess. And she got captured by if you didn't shoot the one guy who captured her, you could go back and go forward, and you could play as the spec team, and you can move in and get her, and that'll help you later in the story. Not maybe help, depends on your view. I don't want to spoil too much, but that game, most people watching this have probably played it, and if you haven't, I do recommend strongly go back and play that. If you play any campaign at a whole COD series, make it that one. It's the best campaign.
I remember Black Ops 2. I was over at Brandon's house. We were just like hanging out, doing what people do, like, people stuff.
Little 13-year-old people.
Yes. And he was like, want to play the Black Ops 2 campaign? And I was like, I'm not really a campaign guy. I guess I'll try it. And it got to the point where it was like, he was attached to the characters. I wasn't as attached, okay? Because, I'm me. I'm heartless. I was like, kill Harper. And he wanted Harper to live. And I pressed the A button for him. I remember that, actually.
Yeah, you little jerk. Sadist.
And then, when you're driving, if you don't shoot Harper, I remember doing this on my own profile at my house. You, like, what is it? There's, like, this pipe that blew up or something.
Yeah, it was like an oil rig.
Yeah, an oil rig in this pipe loop. And you're driving, and I think Harper has like some gun or something. He's shooting people from like the top of the Humvee. That's it, Humvee, right? Well, you drive into the fire, and Brandon said this to me too. He didn't even know, and next thing you know, Harper's like freaking out, and his face is like all burnt, and what? He looked like Pineapple Face. That's the dude's nickname. I know it's Pineapple Face.
He was turned into a Freddy Krueger there.
What's the guy from Batman? Two-Faced.
Yeah, Two-Face,
Yep.
but except the whole Two-Face was his whole face, not just one half.
Whole-faced.
It was more of the 3/4 of his face because it came from the right side, but you know,
Yeah,
it's a thing.
Yeah.
So I'll let Tiger segue into this whole formula thing, and it's a really good theory.
Okay.
Not even a theory, but a thing.
It's fact.
It's a good thing.
Well, it might not be fact, but I believe in it. Okay. I'm just gonna start with an example. Okay, look at Halo and how that's evolved. Halo Combat evolved.
Well, some of the people haven't played Halo, so explain them a little bit, give them a little back history.
Yeah. So, Halo 1, it was like Halo 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'll say those are like the basis of Halo today. Everyone loves those games. Now, you would get into the game, and one thing you couldn't do in a Halo 1, 2, or 3 was sprint. You could not run. Like, everyone on Call of Duty, not everyone, but I mean, I think a lot of people sprint in the game. Even I do. And then I go to Halo, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? And then in later, but that was Halo, right? Everyone knew it as that. You could, like, pick up weapons around the map. You had, like, no armor abilities. You'd start with, like, 2 frag grenades, right? An assault rifle or battle rifle, depending on the game mode. Then it goes Halo 1, 2, 3, Halo 3 ODST, and then Halo Reach comes out, right? Oh my, and that's where they really switched it up. You could go into a game and pick a class setup. So, say, everyone has the assault rifle and a magnum as your secondary. Then you'd have an armor ability. You could have sprinting as an ability, a jetpack, active camo, what else? Armor lock, and something else. I can't remember them all. But then it changes the game up, and people are complaining. One person's more overpowered than the other, and then, you know, arguments break out, and I think it goes away from the original Halo formula. And then Halo 4 comes out, and it goes even further. Like, you can make your own classes in Halo 4. You, pick out your own guns for the game modes. Not all of them, but I remember when it first came out at launch. Then you'd have your own abilities, like extra ammo, etc., like, you know, seeing the minimap when I'm aiming down my sights, which you usually can't do. Now, this ties in with Call of Duty, not story or multiplayer or anything, but a formula in Call of Duty. You go to the multiplayer in, I'm not going COD 1, 2, 3, but World at War and COD 4. You have your primary weapon, your secondary, an attachment on each, your 3 perks, perk 1, 2, and 3, then a lethal and tactical. And that was Call of Duty. Everyone loved it for what it was, and I believe it started, I can't remember where it started, but then, okay, I'll just use Black Ops 2 as an example. They added the wild cards. You could add extra perks. You could not have a perk one and it gives you an extra point. The 10-point system that everyone knows it as. Then Ghosts comes, and I can't remember how many points you can have in Ghosts. It's more than 10. But there's not even a perk 1, 2, or 3. It's like, here's your primary and secondary, but you don't need those. You can run around with a combat knife and then have a bunch of perks, or just be that one noob with 2 C4s and thermal barracks or flashbangs that is annoying everyone. And it strays away from what Call of Duty was in the beginning at World at War, COD 4, those really good Call of Duty games.
Yeah. So, from, obviously we didn't know, the trailer, I guess it is, or the live gameplay, hasn't been released yet. I figured we'd get this out there before that. And from the looks of it, and there might be more that meets the eye, but it looks like Advanced Warfare, and the past 2 games have changed the formula. They just little tweaks, but Advanced Warfare really looks like they're just completely changing it. And I'm not saying it's going to snowball into a whole nother game. This might be a one-time thing, and they're going to make a mistake and then everyone's gonna hate it. And,
Yeah.
But everyone hates the newest Call of Duty game anyway. That's the way the cookie
It
crumbles
always
there.
is. And then they go back to the one before that.
And that's only the best one.
Yep, and then that's the best.
Yeah. But it looks like, from the looks of it, Advanced Warfare, I think, usually, like, Ghost, now they don't try to do it, but they competed with Battlefield. And I'm not, like, well, I'm kind of assuming something right now, but don't quote me on this one. But from the looks of it, it seems like Advanced Warfare is almost trying to compete with Titanfall. The whole jetpacks and the... Can you run on walls in that game? I think you can.
In Advanced Warfare, I don't know, but in Titanfall, yes, you can run on walls. You can, like, hang on to walls, you know, jump down, do that assassination stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play Titanfall, but Tiger does. And they're really just trying to make it... And the past few games I've played in the future have been based in the future. This one's just like... I would say Back to the Future, but that's only 2015. But just the way they portrayed Back to the Future, just the hoverboards and the cool rockets and stuff. I think it might be bad. It might be good. Obviously, I'm not a psychic. I don't know this, but right now we're going off trailers.
Yeah.
And leaks.
And I believe the multiplayer trailer actually comes out the 11th of August.
That is.
That's in like
10 days from now.
Yeah, 10 days. Are you 10 or
9?
9 days.
I'm sorry.
9 days.
It was 10 days. 2.5 hours ago.
Close enough.
So yeah. Well, we're not gonna do the outro right now, but hold on. So we're gonna. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We definitely had fun making it, and it was a little frustrating. I guess we'll tell that story real quick. So to part 1 went near flawlessly. And part 2 we just kept running into problems, and we had to keep recording it. So hopefully this time it'll work.
We ran into problems. I ran into walls. Same thing.
Our heads ran into the table. So that's that. If you guys enjoyed these past 2 videos, again, if you went through part 2, I hope you went back and watched part 1. But if you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think, or even your ideas for the next COD.
And follow me.
Yeah.
I mean, subscribe.
This isn't Instagram, stupid.
I was thinking Twitter, but whatever.
No one uses Twitter. What's wrong with you? So yeah, on the off chance that Call of Duty does see this video, maybe they'll see your comments. Maybe your idea will get in there. Maybe our ideas will get in there, but we're pretty stupid.
Sledgehammer, if you see this video,
we're
whatever
geniuses.
you're doing,
take the ideas.
Yeah, just take the ideas.
Trust us.
And no matter what, people are gonna love your game. It's your Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Just take good input.
Once the next Call of Duty comes out, yours will be the best. Just remember.
Thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, that's called a like, but thumbs up, yeah. That button. So, see you guys. Have a nice day.
You.